Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, everybody. Guess what? I'm Dr. Pat, and I'm joined today by Robert Schoenfeld. For the Love of Joy, a 30-day adventure to bring more joy into your life. Today is a very, very special day. First of all, for those of you out there, you're thinking, wait a minute, I've heard them talk about that. Well, guess what? The book. We have a special 2-for-1 birthday today. You know, birthday number 1 is, we're going to be talking about the book. Birthday number 2 is happy birthday, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday to you.
Benny.
Let's scramble to get that one. Thanks, Marilyn.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
You know, Robert, let's talk for a little bit, about you and what we're getting ready to talk about today. You know, you're an artist, you're an author, teacher, healer, radio host, joy activist, all of the above. You know, you are the one that is so passionate about bringing the message of joy to the world. And I think that this is perfect to celebrate you and also celebrate the book For the Love of Joy in so many ways. Tell us what you're now doing with the book, right? And how people can now access it.
Excellent, Dr. Pat. So, you know, everybody, this is the first day of this, and we all know that what's been going on in the world the last couple of years has not been what we want. So what do you say that we really all look for ways to bring more joy, more fulfillment, more abundance, and more happiness into our lives and into our families and into this world? So that's what this book is key to do. It's now on Amazon Kindle for the first time, so please check it out. And what this book is, it's a 30-day process, so that by the time you start today, if you get the book today, 30 days from now, hopefully you'll have a bigger smile on your face. Life will be going more freely with you. You'll just feel like you're hopefully on top of the world.
Yeah, I think one of the things, too, I want to talk about is today's show is we're going to be looking at not only what the book is really been geared to do, but also about why we say right here, because you deserve more joy, more love, more health, more abundance, more life. And I think that what we're talking about is, or could be, Robert, some of the greatest challenges that people have is to move beyond their story and their thing. So your book, and now the Kindle version of the book, really brings us into exploring how to do it.
Exactly. And if we can stop for 1 second, Dr. Pat, you know that we have over 35,000 people listening to this program right now. There is a huge power in numbers. If we can just pause for a second and think, if everybody could take a breath in and a breath out, and let's do it one more time, because what we're doing here is syncing 35,000 people all over the United States, really all over the world, to be in this flavor of joy right now. So a breath in. Feel that joy. Kind of breathe that beauty, that light into your heart. And a breath out. Now, don't you already feel different? A little lighter, a little happier? So, Dr. Pat, this is what this book is all about. Again, when you start this book, when you open it up, the first thing you're told to do is take a selfie of yourself. Take a picture and post it, and you can keep that private. And then when you're through with the 30 days, you take another selfie of yourself, put it next to it. And really the desire here is to see a little more brightness in your face, a little more upliftment, And just to see that in this 30-day process of going through every little step in this book, and they're easy steps, they're fun, they're very light, very easy to do, that there'll be a change, that you will actually appear and look lighter and happier.
Mm. I want to talk about you for a little bit because it is your birthday. And, I think it's great. I was just reflecting myself on and asking myself, are my beliefs out of date? And I was talking about that in the last hour. But one of the things I know is I have a belief that I know is not out of date. And it's the belief you have. And that is that each of us, it is our birthright to experience joy. I want to ask you, you're the holder of the dream that life could be joyful. That's you and abundant. And so the question then becomes, is how did you become this ambassador of joy? I mean, did a little light bulb go on or what, like, were you struck by lightning or what?
Dr. Pat, that's a great question. Joy is hard work. And anybody that is happy, I have such high respect for anyone that has happiness in them because I know that they've worked at it. You and I and most of us are very idealistic, and we were brought up kind of with this feeling that we can live in a beautiful, loving, healthy, vibrant, environmentally clean, lifestyle. But it hasn't happened yet. So, Dr. Pat, my attitude here is that what we put our attention on manifests. So if we put our attention on what we see in the news, all the different activities that we see with politics and things that are going on, that's what will manifest. So in a sense, maybe we're holding that activity, that vibration, by watching and feeling that anger or that resentment, whatever it might be. What if we could just maybe even turn the TV off and put our attention on more joyous things to raise our vibration so that we help to manifest this more joyful world? I really feel that this day, March 20th, 2018, is a really remarkable day. As I mentioned, it's the first day of spring, but there's an energy that we've been working on all these years, and now it's coming to fruition. What I am giving every 35,000 of you that are listening, I'm giving you a mission here today to take this action and to really look into your own heart, into your own mind, into your own life, to how you can start focusing on more joy, more adventure, more love, and help to manifest that in the world. This is your mission, and the reward will be huge, not only for yourself, but for future generations.
Okay, so I love this. I love this. Two things, and you're going to have to help me with this in case I get them wrong. One is, I listened to this couple, right? And they talk about the blending of spirituality. And they said, not only is this an 11-year, Robert, boom for that, it's also like the year of Jubilee. There are these celebrations in the Jewish tradition. And I've had experiences in both, New Thought traditions, Christian traditions, Jewish traditions, believe it. I'm from New York, so I'm just saying. But this is a year. And what I loved about this, in your book and now on Kindle, Amazon, right? So they can go to Amazon for the love of joy, right? Exactly. Or they can go to our website and click on the banner and they could get their Kindle version. But one of the things you asked for, and I am not a wizard at this, but I'm going to do it today, and maybe Jessica's got to help me. You tell us to do a selfie, right?
Exactly.
Tell me the background of how that's important for us to do as we go through the 30 to get days together. All y'all out there, if you haven't gotten the Kindle, let's do this together. Tell me why that's important, because I want to hear what you've learned about joy.
So joy, thank you, Dr. Pat. Joy is an inside job. You've heard that before, I'm sure. So that my goal here is to light you up inside, or not really for me to light you up inside, but for you to help yourself to take the steps so that you light yourself up inside. So that when you light up inside, you will be everything you want to be. And as you walk down the street, people will look at you and go, wow, that person has something. Or your family looks at you and goes, wow, what's new about you, Mom? What's new about you, Dad? There'll just be a joy inside you that bubbles up. We all are working hard, and we'll talk about things we can do in action. But Dr. Pat, what if we could just sit on the park bench and feel our joy, feel our love, and radiate it and enlighten the world and bring joy to the world just by that? That's where we're going. We're not there yet, but let's take the steps to get there. And so what we're doing by taking a selfie,
I just took mine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know how to post it, so I got to knock on the door next door during break and ask Jessica to help me. I took my selfie, so tell me,
and so
what do we want to know about this selfie? So everybody, come on, get your selfies ready.
I love it. I love it. So take a picture of yourself today, get the book today, and over 30 days, go through this process. And if it takes you more than 30 days, that's fine too. If it takes you a couple months, whatever it takes to go through the book. But then the last day of the book, when you finally get to the conclusion, take another picture of yourself, put them side by side, and see if there will hopefully be more light, more shine coming from you. You'll be a lighter, happier person.
I took my selfie. I'm so happy. That's like a miracle. But the point is, we want to be able to look at ourselves, and there's an energy to this. When we come back, we're going to talk about the energy, but we're also going to talk about this. I got to tell you, what Robert has created is brilliant in this book. For those of you out there, listen to this. I have read close to 9,000 books in the 15 plus years I've been doing this. A lot of them want to tell you what a thing is. What Robert Schoenfeld is inviting us to do is live it, breathe it, be it, joy, and then pay it forward. So I'm going to add a little bit of a challenge as well. Let's call it an opportunity. Not only will we take this journey together, but I want to know how many people you're going to share the joy book with. For the love of joy, Robert Schoenfeld. So let's pay the vibration up. See this thing I'm holding up? We're going to talk about what this means. So what I want to say to all of you about this, are you ready for this? If we're up here at joy and enlightenment, where does resentment live on the joy continuum? I think it's down here living in the mud. Stay tuned, everybody. When we come back, how do we raise our joy set point? And how much resentment are you willing to get rid of today? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so great to have all of you joining us here today. And, we're probably going to skip the next break because we've got a lot to talk with Robert about. Robert Schoenfeld's in the house. We are celebrating his belly button birthday as well as for the love of joy. Guess what's happening with that? We are giving birth to the Kindle edition. So what we were talking about is everybody go out there, and what you want to do is you want to get your little phone or whatever the device is. And we were inviting everybody out there to get yourself and go and do a selfie, right? Because we got these selfies. We did. There's my selfie. I don't know how to get it off my phone, but I'm going to give it a dang try. And once we do that, then we're ready for the next part. Robert, let's talk a minute about, first of all, how can people find out more about you? How can they find out about the joyful work you're doing in the world?
Excellent. So I have a couple websites I'll give out. Write these down if you will. My full name is Robert Max Schoenfeld. So the website is robertmaxschoenfeld.com. And that'll have everything. That'll have the book, my artwork, and a program I also have called Global Moment of Joy to bring 1 billion people together every day and joy at noon. So there's all kinds of things there for you. And also, if you want to see my art, go see my art website, my paintings, at schoenfeldart.com. And my email is very easy. It's robert@schoenfeldart.com.
All of the above. Now, let's talk about this for a minute. We were going to walk people through, or let's say guide them through, what it means to really adjust our set point. So what is our joy set point? And then what's our mission around joy?
You got it. So joy set point, everybody has one. If something happens to you, Like you get pulled up, you see a policeman in the back with a red light or something, that little tension comes in. But if your joy set point is higher, you kind of look at it and watch him pass you by. The idea here, Dr. Pat, is if we can increase the joy in us, whenever little things happen, whether it's traffic or, a slow line or whatever it might be, they don't bother you as much. And life just seems to be better. And problems seem to just kind of go around you instead of hit you. So what I'm looking here, Dr. Pat, is for all of us to learn how to increase our joy set point so life goes better for us. It creates more health. And Dr. Pat.
Dr. Joy.
That's
what I'm looking at.
I love it. There is so much research out there that shows people who are happier, who are more joyful, they're healthier, they live longer, they make more money, they have better families, healthier families, and get along better with people. So why not? It's a win-win. So what we'll talk about now are 10 things you can do right now to increase your joy set point. And don't worry about memorizing these. They're all in the book. And basically, I'll kind of walk through them. And when I do, feel them in your heart. Kind of breathe them in and see if it doesn't uplift you. So the first one is all-encompassing. It's to know and to live as a child of God. You are a son or daughter that is created by the Most High. Feel that for a second, that the creator of the universe has created you and you are their child. So if you can walk through life now as a representative of God and bring more love and joy and peace into this world by shining that, that's one of the highest things any human being can do. To just go through your day feeling God's love, receiving God's love, and then giving it out. That's one of the most beautiful things one can do to raise their set point right now.
Yeah.
And as you walk through your day.
Yeah, I love this, Robert, and I'll tell you why. I held up before, what you created about living in joy, and it's in your book, and we'll talk about it later. But one of the things that I learned along the way is hidden in love is gratitude.
Yes.
Gratitude, not just for all of the money that's in your bank account, but can we be grateful? In your words, can we be in love even when we're in some tough times? Because that's when it really counts, right?
Exactly. So I give you a really cool exercise in the book called I Love You. So whatever life brings you, send an I love you to it. So like if I have a cold, I send I love you to my cold. If I'm angry at something, I send I love you to the anger, not to the person I'm angry at, but to the anger. And it melts it. It just melts it. And it's all, these are all in the book, and it's a really fun process, very easy to do. But let's talk about gratitude for a second, because that's definitely one of the most important parts on the 10 principles I was going to offer you. And now that it's my birthday and everything, one reflects on their life. And look at this body, this magnificent body that's lasted all these years. It's doing, still doing great after all these years. Do we ever say thank you to your heart? I mean, your heart, my heart, I'll use mine. My heart's been beating every second since I've been born. If it took a day off, what would happen? If your kidneys decided to take a week off, what would happen? When was the last time we thanked our heart, our kidneys, our blood, our brain, our eyes? Every morning when you wake up, you open your eyes and they work. So that's where gratitude comes in. If we can just be thankful for everything that's going on, be mindful. And the more mindful you are, that is a very high level of enlightenment. That's one way that you can really measure how enlightened you are, by how aware you are of all the miracles that are going on around you. Like anyone who's living in Seattle right now can see how glorious this day is. And to breathe that fresh air, I mean, that alone you can just be 24/7 thankful for. So Dr. Pat, you hit it. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways and the highest ways that one can bring more joy into their life right away.
Well, one of the things I'm doing with the selfie is I'm really, I'm posting it, but I'm saying that you and I are committing to this new Kindle release of your book, of course, but to take the selfie and post your joy moment. And based on what you just said, I'm saying mine is my gratitude for my best friend Linda and my team here and Miss Jessica Henderson, and all of the listeners, Robert, that supported us and support us for this 15-year period. Now, here's what I want to say. That 35,000 listener number is just for one channel. We experience something like 4.2 million unique visits to our website. So all over the world, every day, people are in search for joyful inspiration. That's what you've done now in releasing the Kindle version, right?
Exactly. So this makes it easy. And Kindle's amazing. It's $2.99. I mean, who can get 30 days of joy for under $3? I mean, it's mind-boggling what Kindle has done. So it's made it so easy. You can download it right now and start today. I mean, March 20th, first day of spring, would be a great day to start the program. And
yeah.
It's an easy program. Every day is just like a three pages. So everything's very simple, very easy to do.
The other thing I want to say is I have a Kindle version now that you can get, and I read the book on all of my digital devices. So it used to be you had to have a Kindle. Now I have Amazon Prime, and I am taking it here. I've got 2 machines I'm looking at. So there's no excuse for any of us not to step in our joy in the next 30 days.
Nice. So let me walk through a couple more.
Please.
Excuse me. One of the main things in life is integrity, to live our lives with integrity. Another is to live our life with enthusiasm, to have enthusiasm, zest for life. And the third is to be in your mission, to live your mission. So if you can bring those 3 together every day, that alone brings more joy. Another thing is slow down. Life is not a race to the finish line. Let's enjoy this life. We probably only go around one time, maybe more, but why not enjoy the ride? So appreciate this beautiful day. Appreciate your body. Appreciate your mate. Whatever it is, have more joy in your life. And then another thing is stand in your courage. This year, as every year, it's a time to stand in your courage. There's going to be challenges this year. Even when you have joy, there are problems that arise. We all live with families and situations, whether it be financial, health, or whatever. There are going to be challenges. But to stand in your courage really, really helps. Another is to bring yourself every day 100% of yourself and do a quality job. Dr. Pat, a lot of people say marriage is a 50-50. You give and take. Dr. Pat, what would your marriage be like if you gave 100 and your mate gave 100? I mean, just think about that for a second. If you both gave 100%. Now, you might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
No, you're not. That's cute. Let me tell you why I love this. 50-50, right? In my experience in corporations and as a researcher, 50-50 represents, especially if you put it in the window, a compromise. It is not win-win. What you described is moving from the state of compromise to win-win. So in compromise, right, we're not playing to win. We're playing not to lose.
And I like to even go a step further. You're stepping into your joy. When you give 100% to something and do a quality job, that's stepping into your joy. And then you allow the other person to step into their joy too, to do the 100%. And that's one thing also, Dr. Pat, a lot of us are good givers, but, we have to learn how to receive, and allowing your mate, your loved ones to give you back is fantastic. So a couple more, if I could.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
You bet. Live in your passion. And we all know what that's all about. Do what lights you up every day. Do what lights you up. Number 9, have more fun. Smile. I challenge everybody here 30 minutes a day to do something that's fun. And fun is something that brings a smile to your face and joy to your heart and quickens your pulse a little bit. It can be dancing. For you, I know it's table tennis. It's not wine tasting. It's something that's action and getting out there and doing something that lights you up. So, and I highly recommend taking a class to become proficient. So if you want to do dancing, take a couple of dance classes, become proficient. It's much more fun that way.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a pretty dang good two-stepper.
Oh, good. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh, boy.
And number 10.
Somebody said to me, Robert, kind of kiddingly but smirkingly, Pat, that's the only place that we've ever seen you as a follower.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, I said, oh, no, that's mean. No, that's true, though. But these items, let's just call them, I think they're keys. I also think they're secrets. But when you put them all together, and you're gonna take us on a little bit more of a journey with them, is what we have is a formula for everyday joy.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about this book too, Dr. Pat. You can go through the 30-day process, but then you can go back into it. If you feel a little bit down, just read 1 or 2 of the chapters. Just reading the chapters will help to uplift your heart a little bit. So this is definitely a fun little process. And it's kind of my gift to the world. This is my joy to be able to offer this to anybody and everybody. So a couple more.
Yes.
Does anybody here ever complain? Raise your hand if you've ever complained. So complaining is good one time. You can complain all you want. If you want to get down and throw a temper tantrum on the floor and, when something's not going your way, you can do it one time. But after that, Dr. Pat.
You got to let it go.
You got to let it go. No. Let's take it a different direction. You got to get up and take action. Now, either take action to repair that.
So glad you said that.
Or either get up and take action to repair what you're complaining about, or move beyond it and create something new that's better. So that's the process here, to create something totally new that makes that problem just go away.
Yeah.
We don't fight our problems. We create something better, and it just makes it disappear.
Yeah. I love that you're talking about this because, I mentioned that I did a previous show when I was talking about, I don't like what's going on with American Idol. And the question is, did I just complain about it, or am I actually doing something about it? Well, I'm actually doing something about it. And one of the things that I presented was, can we all take a look at that? You mentioned integrity. We have situations, Robert, in our lives where we are either out of integrity or we feel like integrity was not used towards us. But we don't really know what to do. What I hear you saying is that there may be an action that's required for all of us so that we're not carrying the burden of that thing around with us.
Exactly. It's so nice to feel clean. I can give you a small example. I'm now working with a new art gallery with my paintings in Washington, D.C., and I got a call from a woman from St. Louis, and she wants to buy one of my paintings. Well, great. I love that. So what happened is I asked her, well, how'd you find out about me? Well, she got it from this website that's connected to this art gallery. So when I sold the painting, I called up the art gallery to tell them that we have a commission coming. I could have totally taken the full commission, but I would not have felt, I couldn't live with that. It's so nice to make that action. And then you feel light, Dr. Pat. You feel good. You've done what's right. And now my relationship with this gallery is even better because now trust me. So it's a win-win when you live in integrity.
Yeah, it's a win-win for a lot of reasons, because the other thing you talk about here, too, if I can just hold that up, I don't know if everybody can see it. It's in the book. I want to make sure that you all know we're talking about the Kindle release today and Robert's birthday of his fabulous book are you all ready? Can you see that picture? For the Love of Joy. And what Robert says, the answer to why For the Love of Joy is because you deserve more joy. You deserve more love. You deserve more health. You deserve more abundance. You deserve more life. And Robert takes us on this 30-day adventure to creating it. So unlike a lot of other things that you all may read, this is a thing you do every day, take action, and watch your life change. So I talked about, this idea here of living in joy. But the other thing you have here is a good vibration love chart. So you've broken this down so that not only is this important for us to look at, but in looking at it, we can assess where we are. I'm not saying that we don't experience, right, all these other things sometimes down in the bottom. We do. I guess you're asking the question, are we willing to change that now?
Yes. You know, and that's a great question, Dr. Pat. A lot of us, kind of are easy in our ways. It takes a lot for us to break and make a new change. What I've hopefully done in this book is make it easy. All the processes in these books are actually fun to do. So I would love your feedback. I would love people to go ahead and go through 30 days and send me an email. Let me know. Was this an easy process for you? Did you really enjoy it? Is your circle of friends now more enjoyable? Are you feeling more light? Are you spreading more light in the world? So hopefully this is a very easy, fun process, and you can laugh and dance as you go through it.
Well, part of what you defined too is you've defined the components of what it means to have a meaningful and powerful life, because you too are the creator of the art of powerful living. So all of this ties together, and it ties together in the action we take. We cannot afford these days to take our baggage with us.
That's right.
It's a big lot of stuff that I know for me, I got a few years behind me, and I'm telling you, if I were to carry the baggage, even from a very, very young age, I wouldn't be able to get off my chair. Actually, I couldn't get off my chair. That's why I created crust busting. But you're asking us to breathe. You're asking us to breathe. You're giving us a moment. And there are affirmations that you do to help. There are ways you can help us, aren't there?
Exactly. And what I'd love to do this first day of spring and my birthday is give you a gift right now. We'll walk you through a process that's called You Can't Take Your Baggage With You. And this is a wonderful process. And hopefully you're going to feel so much lighter in the next 10, after this process in about 10 minutes. But what I have to ask you to do, if you're driving, please do not. Please pull over. Give your full attention here for the next 10 minutes. This is really going to be fun. It's going to be a fun process. So if everybody would just kind of relax, take a breath in, we're going to get back in sync. Take a breath in. And a breath out. This next breath, bring light into your heart, joy into your heart, maybe a smile to your face, a breath in. A breath out, real slow. We'll do one more just to kind of calm ourselves and bring a little more light into yourself, light into your heart, breath in. And nice slow breath out. Beautiful. So once again, let me set the tone here. Again, you are a child of the Most High, a creator of you've been created by the creator of the universe. This is a huge honor, a huge responsibility, and potentially a huge joy. I mean, I really feel that God wants us to live joyful, abundant, happy, peaceful, and adventurous lives. And so what this process will do is help to lighten you up so that you can possibly live more in that light. So again, this is called You Can't Take Your Baggage With You. And many of us have baggage that we might call feeling not good enough, or feeling trapped, or depression, or fear, or playing small, or anger. Here's one: anger at the Republicans, anger at the Democrats, possibly feeling anger at men, anger at women, anger at your spouse or anybody in your family, possibly even anger at yourself and not forgiving yourself. But let's say that we can let all that go right now. So again, if you're driving, Please do not do this. This is going to be very powerful. So picture yourself in a hot air balloon. You know what a hot air balloon looks like. Big balloon, big basket right here. And you're on the ground. And you want to get up, but you can't. You want to go up and soar, but you can't. You're way down. And you look down at your feet, and there's all these sandbags. And they're holding the whole thing down. And you look at the sandbags, and there's something written on them. And the first one says, feeling not good enough. So I want everyone now to reach down, grab that sandbag, lift it up that says, not good enough, and throw it out. Just throw it out. You don't need that anymore. The next one says, feeling trapped. Reach down, grab it, throw it out. You don't need that anymore. Here's a big one, depression, any kind of anxiety. Pick it up, throw it out, totally gone. Next one, fear, pick it up, throw it out. Next one, playing small, pick it up, throw it out. Okay, here's a big one, anger, pick it up, throw it out. Now here's one you might be feeling, anger at the Republicans, pick it up, throw it out, you don't need it. Anger at the Democrats, pick it up, throw it out. Here's a very sensitive one, anger at men, pick it up, throw it out. Anger at women, pick it up, throw it out. Here's a very, very sensitive one, anger at your spouse or any family member, pick it up. This is huge. If you can throw this out and totally get rid of it, your life will change. Throw it out. And now here's the biggest one at all. Anger at yourself or not able to forgive yourself for anything that you've done your whole life. Pick it up right now. Hold it, look at it, and gracefully let it go. Feel you're lighter now. All this is gone. This is totally gone now. You're much lighter. But now, Dr. Pat, we need to fill the balloon so that we can soar. We're clean now, and now we're ready to go to higher heights. So first thing we're going to fill this balloon with is feeling joy. Right now, everybody take a breath in and just feel joy in your heart. Feel joy in your whole being. Next one we're going to fill it up with is love. Now what I want you to do is add sparkles of love to every cell of your body. All of your organs lit up now with love. Feel that. Your senses, your eyes, your ears, everything, your taste, all lit up with love. Sparkles of love. Next one, freedom. Feel that. What does it feel like to be totally free? Fill your balloon with freedom. Fill yourself with freedom. This is one of my favorite. Adventure. Fill yourself with adventure. Fill your balloon with adventure. Next one, romance. What could be more fun? Add more romance. Fill yourself with full romance. Next one, playfulness. Feel that. Playfulness. Every day, fill yourself with playfulness. Here's a very important one. Creativity. Fill your balloon with creativity. Next one, courage. Feel that. Feel your new courage in you. And here's one that's very special to me. Wisdom. Fill yourself with wisdom. And let me talk to you a little bit about wisdom. Just like love, the more love you give, the more love you get. Wisdom's the same way. The more wisdom you share, the more wisdom you will be given. So I challenge all of you, share your wisdom, share your love. Next one, this is my father's favorite one, enthusiasm. Fill your life with enthusiasm. Next, fill your life with meaning. And along with meaning goes mission. Fill your life with mission. And here's a very special one, my friends. Fill your life with forgiveness. Forgiveness to yourself and to all and everybody at all levels. And now just fill yourself with the joy of being alive. With just feel that. Just be alive. Just be joy for just a couple seconds right now and feel that. Do you feel lighter? A little happier? And you know, Dr. Pat, if you do this exercise every day, you'll notice your life will change. You'll take better care of yourself. You'll eat better. Your friendships will go better. Your relationships will go better. Your life will get better. Your bank account might get larger. It's a very, very powerful, very special process. And I just,
You know, one of the things, Robert, I love about this, first of all, thank you. Thank you for really helping us take that next step. I want to remind everyone today is a really exciting day. And you know, Robert, if you were not practicing what you have put in your book, one, the book would have never gotten published. And two, you know, we wouldn't be talking now about the release of the Kindle version of the book today on Amazon. And so there are things that we know happens. You know, the energy of what we put out is what we attract. And so abundance is the juice that flows within the joyful heart. And abundance is abundance for everything. People say to me, well, yeah, you're talking about abundance, but you're not talking about money. No, that's not true. You know, I'm talking about all of the riches that you desire at an emotional level, at a material level, and at a spiritual level. And, you know, this show today and what you've created is surely representative of walking the talk. But I want to get back to one thing. In the book, and I'm going to give it's a little spoiler alert, day 23, which if you're just starting, you're going to get there. Day 23 is, for me, by the time you get to this day, you will be able to look at the word create in a way you hadn't done before. And I think it's brilliant that you waited for day 23 to put this word in here. And the reason I think it's brilliant is because you're an artist. You create in the traditional meaning of the word every day. I want to remind people that we are all artists. We are all artists. Whether you're a mom that stays at home and you're taking care of your family, you create. Your mastery around raising children is amazing. Or let's say you're like my family, worked in factories, right? Mastery. But your introduction to create is so important. How can it help us open up even wider doors to joy?
that definitely, Dr. Pat. You know, as you said, I am so blessed. I'm an artist by profession. And so I go down and I paint first thing in the morning. That's one of the first things I do. And to be able to be in that joy of the colors coming together and creating beauty, there's nothing like it. It's just one of the greatest joys in life. So, like you just talked about being a parent, the most amazing creative thing you can do is have children. I mean, that to me is just mind-boggling, and create a beautiful child and next generation. But Dr. Pat, there's just something that we're born with, that the creative spirit brings. It's just one of the greatest joys in the world. So I just really challenge everyone to find something they can be creative in, and it can be, like you say, raising kids or writing a book or poetry or painting, whatever it might be. But get out there and enjoy the creative spirit, because it's fulfilling. And what's nice is you have something to show for it, after the process of creating it.
Well, this leads me in the few minutes we have left to ask you about this year. Clearly, you're out of the gate. You've now released the Kindle version. What is your dream for this year? What is it that you hope for, especially with the book, but also the journey? What are the ways that you're helping people join you, especially in the work that you do with others, learn how to create and live from that absolute expansive nature of joy?
Beautiful. So as I mentioned before, Dr. Pat, there's power in numbers. And if we really want to change this world, we can't do it by ourselves. We all have to jump into something, whether it's joining an environmental program or helping the homeless, whatever it might be, or working together. One thing I've created is called Global Moment of Joy. And the goal is to, at noon every day, and we can do this in 5 minutes, spend 2 minutes in gratitude and joy. And I want 1 billion people to do that, and we can change this world. But let's talk about really what we can do here in our own homes. Dr. Pat, I'm asking everyone to really step up, to really dream big, to follow me, to be the dreamer, to hold the dream that we can create a better society, and to go out and take the action to make it happen. You all have something in your heart. You all have a spark that's ready to be kindled. Go out, kindle it, be creative, have fun, and go and make it happen. And let me know. Send me an email. Let me know what you've done. And if I can help, let's work together.
Well, and the other part of this too is working with someone like you, Robert, who not only has written a book about joy, but lives it every day. You're now coaching and mentoring people so that they can begin somewhere and begin the place that they are now. What I love about you and about your work, there is no right or wrong. There isn't, well, they're farther along than us. You and I know all it takes is a start point to change a set point.
Definitely. And we've all worked very hard. We've all made big progress. But right now, like we've talked about before, is such a special opportunity. And Dr. Pat, every drop of joy takes away the darkness. So if we can add just a little bit more every day, maybe that's our mission in life. We're all looking for our mission in life. What if our only mission in life is bring more love and joy into this world and creativity? Put those 3 things together and everything else will come together just nicely.
Wow. Thank you so much. I know we've got another minute. I've got one last question for you. What's your personal message? And happy birthday again.
Thank you. Well, I want to thank you, Dr. Pat, and your team. You guys are wonderful. And my message is, we are beautiful people just how we are. We don't really even have to change anything. Maybe we just have to move into something. What if we can just stop seeking joy and just be joy? What if we can stop seeking love and just be love? What if we can just stop seeking God's love and just be God's love? So my challenge to everybody here, dream big, go out and make this world a better place, but have fun doing it.
I love it. Robert Schoenfeld, everybody. I'm Dr. Pat. We've got another hour coming up on Transformation Talk Radio. The book is amazing. I've already posted my selfie. For the love of joy, this is a 30-day adventure for creating joy in your life. The kind of joy. Why? Because you deserve more joy, more love, more health, more abundance, and more life. Thank you all for tuning us in and turning us on. And let's get the joy juice going. We'll see you next time.